This is Sebastian for the Metal Gods Meltdown, and today I am joined by
Steve Harris from Hillbilly Vegas.
It's great to be chatting today, let alone the name Steve Harris. What more can I say?
I know.
That's a great name. It's a great name.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a royal name in heavy metal, isn't it? And yeah, it's fun sometimes.
I bet. Okay, so congratulations on the new album, A La Mode. It's a groove-tastic.
Thank you very much.
Dancing on the Tables released. How pleased are you with this work of art?
We feel good about it. We enjoyed doing it. We enjoyed making it. We made it. We self-produced, self-recorded the whole thing this time. Didn't even go into a recording studio. We just did it ourselves, and we're very happy with the result.
Amazing. So tell me about the lady on the album cover. Is that your partner?
No, that is the two people on the album cover are friends of ours. Our road manager Joe, who's also a photographer, he took the picture. That's a friend of his. She's a bartender at one of his favorite places, and she agreed to do it. And the other guy in the picture, he's a drummer friend of ours named Brock.
So then, can you tell us a little bit about the collaboration with Paul Rodgers? How did that come together for the song Mr. Midnight?
Well, Todd Ronning, our bassist, of course, was in Bad Company for many, many years, all the way up until he was even at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. He played with them, and he had a demo from Paul's solo work, and he let me hear it. He said, "What do you think about this?" That sounds great. I mean, it was Paul. Paul sounded amazing. You know, even on a cell phone in a rehearsal room, he sounded like he always sounds. He's perfect, and he said, what do you think if we should do this? I said, well, it's easy for you. You're just playing the music. There's not expectations there. I have to sing it. And singing something that Paul Rodgers wrote, and hopefully nobody ever hears that demo because it's really great. So I don't know. No, I'm fine with it. That was good. We share a manager as well, David Spiro. And so we had many connections. Geraldo Dominelli, our other guitar player, he did solo work with Paul as well. So we had a lot of connections. But Paul was great. Paul gave us his blessing, and then we asked him to sing on it, and he said, "Sure, I'll do it." He was in the video too, and so just a dream come true. You know what I mean? If you're a fan of rock and roll,
absolutely. And I mean, as a band, you formed like back in 2011, but you've gone from bars and state fairs to tour in the US, UK, Europe, NASCAR events, huge rallies.
Yeah.
What's the moment that made you think we're not the same band we used to be?
Well, the truth is that at first it was kind of a side project and a fun thing for everybody. And then, so we didn't just kick around for all those years. It was a do it when we had time type of deal. And then about 2018, 19, it started getting more serious, and things really kicked up really well. But then COVID happened, and so we had a couple of years downtime again. And then we got our first top 20 single in America in 2022, and it took off from there. And the next thing you know, we're on the charts all over America. We're touring in America, and we're touring up in Canada, and like you said, NASCAR events, the bike rallies, and all that. And then we had the opportunity to come overseas, and now we've done 5 tours in the UK in 3 years.
Amazing. And what about plans for this year? Is there plans to get back to the UK?
Probably early 27, I think, is where we're looking at. But yes, we absolutely we have to come back to the UK. It's one of the first places that really, you know, you could see that your countrymen embraced us, and we appreciated it so much. And we have so many friends there now, and it's always a great time. We're not going this summer. We're touring America this summer, and it feels weird because the last 2 summers we've been in England. So it feels kind of strange to stay home.
Right. And of course, you've played with and Wolfsbane supported you, didn't you? How well did you get on with Blaze Bayley and the boys?
Blaze is great. We had such a good time with them at KK's in Wolverhampton, and we had actually spent time with them, I think, on one of the other festivals that we were at too during the last summer. And to this day, those guys are still very active on social media and share and like our things. And Blaze and those guys have just been wonderful new friends. We've enjoyed very much getting to know them.
Hopefully then when you come back to the UK, you'll be able to have them as support. That'd be amazing for you, or Blaze as his solo band, or anything, something like that. So going back to the album, it gets released literally in a couple of days. Do you still get excited? Do you get nervous? How are you feeling?
I don't really get nervous about anything. I'm excited for people to hear everything. We've had a couple of singles out so far, but that's it. And so, the early reviews from people like you and around have been good. And now it's just up to the people. Hopefully they hear what we're trying to do and enjoy it.
What would you say then is the song that's going to blow the roof off venues live off the new album?
We tested out a couple off the new album last summer in England, and they went really well. Miss America was one. That'll be a single coming out here in America soon. And we had that at the top of our set at Steelhouse. And it really went over great. And so we're excited about that one. And, I think this year we're featuring 7 in our new set. This tour will be 7 of the songs, 7 of the 11 that are on the album. And so we're excited to play all of them.
So the band's chemistry has shifted recently. Can you tell us your plans actually on release day? Are you going to be doing like a live feed or anything like that? A question and answer?
I've got interviews like this stacked up all week long. I've got another one when we're done here, and they just keep going. So I'll be doing a lot of this during the week, and I'm not really sure. I guess just let it come out and see what people think, mostly.
Okay. Can you tell us then what's something fans would never guess about your band's creative processes?
Well, that we recorded it in a guy's house, a friend of ours. If you ever watch our Shake It Like a Hillbilly video, the guy that's eating the big hamburger, he turns around, he's eating a big hamburger in the video. It's a funny thing. You think it's a girl, and it's turned out to be him. His name is Death Metal Jim, and he's a metal drummer.
Love it.
And he has this huge man cave, and he's such a great friend of ours. And so he let us come and set up inside that man cave of his, and we recorded that whole album at a guy named Death Metal Jim's house.
Love it. I love that. Okay. So you're a Cherokee, a jewelry maker, a foodie, and a frontman. Which part of you shaped this album the most?
All of it. I mean, there's a story to tell. I don't know how much food's in there, but there's a story to tell. Every time you start writing a song, you want to tell a new story, depending on what the music dictates. But yeah, it's just a story of life, and our story is in there. We hope that people find their story in there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I love this bit. This is really important to me, that you have a lot of work to do with veterans and everything. How important is that for you today, especially with what's going on in the world at the moment, to support veterans?
I think I don't know that it's any more important today than it ever was, because, you always want to support those that sacrifice like that, and all the way back to the Great War and then World War II and on up. And I have relatives, and so do the guys in the band, that buried at Normandy and Pearl Harbor, and who lost their life in Vietnam, and so on. And my brother-in-law, Command Sergeant Major Garrett Spencer, he just recently retired, but he fought in all of those wars and gave. And so it's a tiny thing we can do to support, and we're involved with an organization called Operation Vet Now. And one of the big things they do is they use music, and they get together and they have big jams where they just all play together, or they have concerts and rides and things like that. But they use music to heal a little bit, and just for comradeship and just to be together, and because only they know what they went through. And so if we can be a small part of that in any time, not just today, but any time, and we're happy to do it.
Love that. Okay. So you've been over to Europe. Have you been to Belgium, to the Flanders fields and all of that?
No.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've been to outside of the UK. We've been to Italy and France, and so. But yeah, we have plans. I think Germany and all those countries coming up on the next tour when we go over there. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you heard what I said. Like Belgium, Flanders fields, where Ypres and the Somme and the Graves and everything. Have you been visited that?
Yeah, I haven't been there, but I've heard of it, and I would love to.
It's something to do. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing, man. All right, okay, back to happier things. So which a la mode track would start a bar fight?
Probably every jukebox. It's one of those honky tonk things, and that's you got it. That kind of music's always playing when the beer bottles start flying.
And which one ends the bar fight?
Oh, probably one of the ballads because everybody gets sad and quiet or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, probably one of the ballads.
Okay, so I want to ask you a little bit about your jewelry making. So when you were over in England, did you bring some stock with you? Do you sell it on the merch stand?
No, no, no. I do bring I bring stuff with me all the time, and I give it away usually. So good friend of ours in London, Andy Blackburn. He's the first guy to ever introduce us to the UK. He had a radio show back then, and he's a wonderful friend. And so he's got several pieces of the stuff I make because I always just give Andy stuff. And I think I traded some stuff for Dreamcatcher last time at Steelhouse. I think I got that there for somebody was making Dreamcatchers and they traded me for something. But no, I just make it to wear, and then I usually give everything away. So my wife gets upset at me because I don't have any memorabilia of the band because I give everything away. But I don't care. It's just what I do.
Okay then. So if Hillbilly Vegas had to or could do a collaboration with a metal band, who's the pick?
With a metal band? Man, I would have to go old school and tell you that it would be Corrosion of Conformity.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I like that. All right.
Great producer. John Custer produced that, and those guys are just amazing to me.
Love it. All right. So could you describe the album as a drink? What's in it and how strong is it?
Well, it's going to be tough because I don't drink. So I don't know, man. I mean, it would probably be a little moonshine in there, and I don't. Like I said, I'm not a big drinker, so I mean, it was something strong and powerful.
Love it.
And loud, makes you loud. Probably tequila based, I would assume. Then, yeah. Sorry, I'm not very good at that one. I don't drink. So
okay. If there was a made-up song about yourself, about your personality, what would it be called?
Oh, a made-up song about my personality. Oh, it would probably be I don't know. You're the first guy to ever ask these questions. No, I don't know, man. It would be something about how he could have been great, but he wasn't very good.
Okay. All right, man. Now, can you give me a reason why we should buy a la mode?
Because I want to keep doing this, and I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy music and you enjoy stories, then I think you'd enjoy this album. And we want to come and play for everybody, and the only way we can do that is if people enjoy our music and download it or however they get their music. If they get it, we would appreciate it very much.
Right. Can you give me 4 words to describe the album?
Loud, thoughtful, melodic, and fun.
Todd, do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners?
Just thank you very much for having us. We love the UK. It's become our second home, and we can't wait to get back there soon.